Hey everybody, it's Greg here, Busy Can Do. I was tagged. Simultaneously, I was tagged by Rob and Andersbork and Peter Verville, a couple of my YouTube buddies, and they tagged me to prepare a meal with my axe. So that's what I'm going to do today, but I'm coming to you from my backyard. A while ago I tore up my back, and so I haven't been able to get out, and so I've been putting this off, hoping I'd get better and be able to get out in the woods and prepare this meal. But I'm going to do it today via my backyard. So I'm on my patio, I'm going to do it in my barbecue, and kind of got a twist to the barbecue thing. But anyway, I'm going to prepare some wild ruffed and blue grouse that we harvested this year, and some chanterelle mushrooms that my son picked for me here a few days ago. And this is a dish that I normally prepare up in hunting camp, but we were so busy this year we didn't get to do much of a hunting camp, so I just brought these grouse home, cleaned them up, vacuum packed them, and froze them up for just such an occasion. So I want to apologize for this video taking so long to get out, guys. I appreciate you guys tagging me, both Peter and Rob, and so I'm going to get busy here and I'm going to show you what I got going. Thanks. Well, this is my little work area I'm going to work at today. What I plan on doing is I'm going to fire up some briquettes in the little barbecuer up there and use it to cook with. And I'm going to do it a little bit different than traditional barbecuing. So I'm going to roast up some grouse that we harvested and probably get my briquettes going here in a minute. Oh, let me show you this. This is actually a blue grouse, and I'm going to do about 5 of these I've got thawed out, and gonna butcher them up, sear them up in this roaster here. Then I'm gonna roast them along slowly all day. And I'll tell you, this dish is something I prepare at camp usually, and the guys usually pick on it the first day, and the second day it's just absolutely fantastic. I'll prepare it the first day, we'll put it in a cooler and keep it overnight, and then the next day I reheat it and it is just gone. So I prepare it many different ways. I prepare it with gravy, or sometimes I use barbecue sauce. I've used some different berry sauce, and this is just one of our favorite ways to do it. So always with chanterelle mushrooms though, man, and sometimes some shaggy manes also. Well, let me get set up here and I'll get moving along. Well, this is what I got going on. I got some garlic and an onion, some chanterelle mushrooms. I just put a few of them out there to show you the chanterelles. I'll probably use about 10 times more than what I got set in there. Got me a little work surface set up here, a little cutting board on a bench that I made, and I think today I'm going to try out this little Fisker's hatchet. It's something I bought here a few months ago, and I guess I bought it last summer and haven't used it much. It's sharp and I think it will do a good job. I got a roaster going here, some spices, and I do have my briquette started there. So, and I got the birds in the house. I was washing them up one more time before I get to butchering, so let me we'll get those and we'll get to cutting those up. Oh yeah, guess I will have my dogs out here today with me. Bailey just came out to see what's going on, and here comes Dottie. That noise is doggy door, of course. They'll be coming and going. it's going to go something like that. I'll prep up the rest of them. Like I said, I got about 5 of them to do. And I think I will quarter up these whole breasts. Help everything cook a little more evenly. This little hatchet's just perfect for this. Like I said, I got both rough and blue grouse going here. We don't harvest every single grouse that we see here in hunting season. We leave a few of them out there to keep going. And I think Tucker and I, my son and I, were out a couple years ago and we saw 18 all in one bunch. And we never fired a shot. We let them all go. I just thought that was such a... They're all big old blue grouse too. I thought that was such an awesome sight, and but we take a few a year, you know. He takes a few. I think I got 5 or 6 this year, and you know, we enjoyed this. So if we were staying out in camp, there'd be more of us out there and more of us getting them. So we'd have a big old mess of them, and it's usually up to me to make this dish. So I thought I'd share it with you guys, and I'm gonna finish up the rest of these birds and we'll get moving to the other prep. Well, something I wanted to point out. These birds are wild birds and we take them with a shotgun, and I just wanted to show you right here. While I'm butchering, I try to get out any additional bird shot that I might find, and out of those 5 birds, that's how many shot I've found. Not to say that I got it all, but I think I did. My family's very used to this. My kids and my wife, everybody's, you know, knows about wild game, and so you always have to watch out for that. You don't want to bite into that stuff, so take the extra time, look around, pick it out. And out of 5 birds, I only found 3 shots, so I think that's pretty good. I try to get it mostly when I harvest the bird and do the initial dressing of the bird, and so anyway, save somebody's tooth. Anyway, okay, let's look here. That is the birds I've prepared, and they're just setting in the lid of that roaster. My fire is moving along good. I'll tend that fire with charcoal, of course, and this wood here, I'll split up some wood and just kind of keep it cooking along and controlling the heat the way I want it with a little wood and a little charcoal. So let me get some stuff on the fire. Well, I think while we're waiting for that roaster to heat up there, I think we'll prep some of our other stuff. We'll start off with some onion. I'll probably only use about half of this. Man, more thumbs. That ought to work there. Garlic going. Something like that. Nice chanterelles. We pick a lot of these during the year. And these are nice fresh ones Tucker got a few days ago. And I'm just going to chop up a few of them right now. I got a lot more I'm going to do, so. But that's the idea there. Okay, I got the chanterelles all prepped up, all chopped up and everything. Got my roaster on the fire here. Briquettes, charcoals there cooking away, heating up that. I put a couple of 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil in there, and we'll get that grouse and get to searing it up and move on to the next step. Just split a piece of that fur that I had and put a block in it and tied it up with a little, I don't know what it is, jute twine, I guess, yeah, camper jute. Anyway, a little set of tongs for our project here. Yeah, we're going to start searing some of this stuff up. Start out with some of the bigger pieces. Like my neighbor's going to mow his lawn right now, but start out with some of these breast pieces and get them in there, sear them up. Start out something like that. Okay. Just sear them up in a little oil like that. Get them going. A bit of salt. Fresh ground pepper. And got a little Cajun seasoning I like to use sometimes. Pour that on it. Let those things do their thing. And that's what we're going for, something like that. Brown them up on both sides and get them seared up. Lock those juices in. Well, I've got all the breast meat seared up, and just working on some legs and thighs here, and we're doing just great. My tongs are working out good too. Really like them. Build them with my hatchet. Little sisters. The other thing is look at this. Using as a little pot grab. That's what I got going. I just got my charcoal down there, setting red on the charcoal to sear this stuff up. Get a little braise on. But anyway, got one more batch of legs and thighs to finish up, and then we'll move on with this dish. Alright, well, we got all the grouse all braised up and everything, and I'm going to start off with putting our chanterelles in. Our onions. And a little garlic. Get all that sweated up and caramelized and all good. This mushroom didn't get chopped up. Okay, now we're gonna
get that going and be right back. Okay, got my fire built back up and got some more charcoal on there. Using a little mesquite that I have for smoking and stuff. It seems to be burning a little hotter. It's cold today and tough to keep a fire going, so just kind of assisting that with a little mesquite. And you can see I got my chanterelles and my onions all sweated down and just nice golden goodness. So you might see some foreign objects in there. I do cook the gizzards and hearts and livers. I check the livers very good. I check all the organs to make sure that there's no, you know, discoloration or any growth on them or anything like that. But I half the gizzards because nobody likes them but me, and I'll pick on them. And so at this point, what I'll do is I'll deglaze this a little bit with some chicken stock. Get all that goodness off the bottom of this roaster here, and it doesn't take a lot. Just about that much. Probably not even a quarter of a cup at this point. So, and then we'll start loading that bird back in there and start roasting this thing. Okay, stand by. Okay, at this point what I'll do is start loading that bird back in the roaster here, and put the thicker pieces on bottom, the breast pieces, and then the thighs and the legs. So let's just do that. Get to roasting this stuff. Okay. Alright. It's worth it, guys. It's a good dish. Alright, got that bird loaded back up and all that goodness going on there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring that up to temperature, and I'll raise that up off the heat. And got another little rack I use on this little barbecue here, so just do some roasting now. Okay, well, I didn't put the regular rack back in this thing because for me to tend that fire, then I'd have to pull the pot, pull the rack, tend the fire. And what this is a little rack off of an old gas barbecuer that we had. It's a side burner rack and just a piece of steel rod that I have back there to brace it up, and gives me room to reach down in there and feed this fire and control the heat. So this will just set up here like this, and I think maybe you can see what I got going on. See how that's going to work. And in the meantime, get this back up to temperature, and it's just going to roast away slowly. Like I said, this is a dish that, you know, is pretty good the first day, but man, the second day it is just knockout good. So probably not going to eat it today. I'll eat on it tomorrow. Let's check some things out here. Check my fire. Yeah, got lots of heat. That's what the bird's doing. Lost it. Yeah, moving right along. Anyway, I must say that this little project is a lot more work at home, even with all the conveniences and everything. I think it's easier out in the woods. Got the fire you can control, move around. You know, usually I take a few hours during the day when we're out hunting, and I come back and I prepare this, and it's just kind of tended to throughout the day. And but you know, I've been at this for a couple of 3 hours, so it's not an easy dish. It's not quick. Like I said, it's always best the next day, so I'm gonna let this stew away and roast up and Probably going to be eating on it tomorrow, so it's a beautiful dish. I think you'll enjoy it. I've done this with pheasant and ducks, and done it with a lot of different game birds, but I think grouse is my favorite. Alright, look at it a little later. Man, that thing freaks me out. It's in my own backyard. Yeah, scary. Yeah, let's have a look. Man, if you guys could smell this. Whew. Well, what I'll probably do is make a gravy, and just a light gravy, and let it simmer in that, and we'll eat on it. Man, that's good stuff. Thanks for hanging out. Well, I know. Let's make some bannock. Probably eat just a little bit of this tonight, and my son's coming over. And why not? I'll surprise him with a little bannock. Did that in my little cast iron fry pan there. Let's see how this works out. Okay, looks like things are finished up for tonight. Grouse is good. My son and my granddaughter showed up, so I'm going to share some of this with them tonight. There's our bannock. Didn't turn out too bad. Kind of broke the edge there when I flipped it, but we're going to have a little grouse and a little bannock. So, I guess what I need to do now is tag 3 more people. I'm going to do that in just a minute. Well, here's my favorite little bushcrafter, my granddaughter, and we're all finished up. We're gonna tag Mr. Tuck 110, Mr. Tuck 110. We're gonna tag Got Rocks and Head, and we're gonna tag Joe and Zach Survival. You're it. Thank you. Bye bye.